Marco bossing.
I can't tell if my audacity
I am no longer
is
muted.
peaking.
Let's go. Okay.
Oh my God.
Hello, everybody. So that was our first.
Oh.
That was our first attempt
Oh.
at a.
Let's go.
Okay, that's gonna echo. That's our first attempt at a recap. I hope you guys liked it. We will be
Yay.
probably changing it up here and there to try to figure out what fits best. But for right now, that's kind of
Pretty sure it was the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Immediately.
But for right now, that's kind of what we came up with. Anyway, say hello to our magical miscreants.
Yeah.
Ooh, we have a name? What?
I mean, you're mostly you're mostly magical, except for Arthur the Barbarian. But
Arthur.
Yeah,
Arthur's
you'll never be
boss.
magical.
he'll never be magical.
He'll
He's
never be
special.
magical.
He's
Totally
unique.
not.
Just-
Totally never.
Never, 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 never.
Yeah.
Not even at the end of
He's
this
a
session.
regular dude.
Just a lad.
He's just a
Just a
dude.
guy.
He's just a dude.
He's just
He's
a
a
guy.
little guy. He's just a little fun guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, as the recap stated, we will be picking up off of our fight with the Black Pudding. Our adventurers did get a long rest between sessions, so we are picking up fully refreshed, fully ready to go. We all pretty much had work before the session, I think, so I think we're all a little on the down low.
No.
So,
I'm unemployed.
Yeah.
well, you know,
Right, bestie.
you gotta roll with the punches sometimes.
It's
Anyway.
Oh boy.
Our adventurers, you guys start back in the room that you went to sleep in, I guess is the best way to put it. It was still puddles of like black goo all around you, but none of them moving quite like they were before. You awake and you look back at that door that Theriel was hinting at before. And it seems to be like emanating a purple glow with like sparks of things coming from it.
guys, I think we should not go towards the thing that's sparking.
I think it's fun.
Probably a good idea.
What
I think
is?
it's girl
Did you
boss
say?
thing.
Theriel, you said this was for the Feywild. Is that
mean,
correct?
That's where I think it goes, but I'm not totally sure.
That's ominous. I don't like it.
Yeah. Reaghan kind of freezes up for like a solid few like a minute or so after hearing that. Just staring off into space.
Just blank.
Bestie, what?
Thousand yard
Just-
stare at the door. Just
Yeah.
Oh no.
Hello?
You guys can decide what you want to do.
We could poke our heads in.
Well, I mean,
You have more than one option, I promise you.
seeing a very clearly magical object, Cedric is gonna like walk up and start fucking poking around at it.
Bestie, no! Bestie!
I mean, don't worry. I should be safe enough.
You
I mean, I
saying
really
that
think-
doesn't really make me believe
Typically,
it
the
is.
portals aren't the problem. It's usually what's on the other side.
As you guys start moving towards the door, you start hearing a screeching coming from behind you as a bird flies through the hole that you guys crawled through.
It,
Hey!
A
Right.
birdie?
That's
excuse me. What the fuck?
As it continues to fly towards you, it gets lower and lower to the ground, and then you see it
Right.
kind of
all right. Hey.
you see it kind of morph in shape, and
Oh.
it turns
Oh.
into something
Oh.
resembling
Not in front of.
a fake creature, and grabs Reaghan by his collar and throws him backwards away from the portal.
So, question.
Oh,
I have a so pixies or not pixies, sprites are about they're tiny size, right?
Yes. Yep.
Oh, he's
That's
getting
cool.
manhandled by a sprite.
Oh my gosh.
I don't want to get manhandled by a sprite.
Don't say that.
Not it. Would you like to have a private conversation about this?
I mean,
Or-
you're clearly trying something we've been over before.
I don't. All right.
What?
So,
What?
Excuse me. Well,
Hmm.
I thought we had an agreement, but alas, no such thing was arranged.
I mean, you can be hard-headed in your
Oh.
situations, and I can be hard-headed in mine. I mean, my one job was
Right.
to keep you
Right.
out. So,
Right. Listen. All right. I'm sorry. Can I take a moment with my my acquaintance here?
Take your time.
Boy.
She's a friend from home,
All the
and
time you need.
Reagan, I will be moving us to the DM side room now.
that's so cool. I'm gonna just, yeah, I sort of just fucking.
And I gotta move Reagan. Here we are. All right, Reagan. So, you have been confronted by your pixie friend? Who's thrown you back away from the portal.
That's we talked about this. We talked about this. You gave me your word. I thought I could trust you on this.
And I thought I could trust you to keep yourself away, but
All right. Well, listen. I just wanted. At least this way, I can see what's on the other side and make sure they're safe if they get themselves into some shit.
although to be fair, Reagan, there's more than one reason I'm keeping you away from that door.
All right.
Yes,
This.
yes, Titania told me to keep you out of the Feywild, or to help you stay out. But also,
Yes.
I'm worried about what's on the other side now. I haven't been back in some time, and the last thing I heard from Titania was not
You've been he-
the most encouraging words.
You've been hearing things from Titania, and you haven't told me.
Of
course.
I didn't think it was your. I
Fair
didn't
enough.
think
Fair
it
enough.
was-
It's not. We're not. It's none of my business any longer. I'm sorry. Listen. She hasn't been talking to me through the chest
Yes.
cavity area.
I know, and I was going to get to it if you let me tell you what she told me
Fine.
last.
All right. I'm sorry.
The last I heard from her was that the Unseelie were causing an uprise of sorts.
Shit.
Now,
Well, then she needs people on her side. It's all the more reason I should be in there.
no, Reagan. She didn't remove you from the Fae just because she didn't, or she felt betrayed. She also removed you from the Feywild because she wanted to protect you. She wanted you out because of a situation like this arising.
I had everything under control.
No, you
I
didn't.
know.
That's why she made you leave.
I know it may not seem like it from a archfey perspective, but I don't think that's her decision to make, whether I'm safe. Regardless,
You loved her, didn't you?
I certainly thought so.
And you believed
Listen.
she loved you back?
As I said, I thought so.
Then why wouldn't someone who loved you try to protect you in times
Yes.
of strife?
Listen,
Reagan,
all right?
she didn't kick you out because of your betrayal. She kicked you
She
out.
did.
She,
Come on. Come on, Tess.
Listen,
We
like
both
I
know
said,
what I did.
I was having conversations with her post your situation. We talked. She
Right.
felt bad for kicking you out, but she had to do it. Because if she didn't, something like this would happen, where the Unseelie would uprise, and then you might get caught in the crossfire or something. There was
You're
a
telling me
chance of you getting hurt, and she didn't want that.
Are you telling me she wasn't upset with me working with the warlock of the?
She may have been in the
Well,
moment, but also people
come
can
on.
grow and people can forgive. Unless you don't believe that.
You know how her relationships are. She's picked a new mortal every century. Should have seen my time coming.
You were different, Reaghan. She trusted you. Oh well, Reaghan.
Listen. Thanks. Thank you. And at least you've done me that courtesy. You can drop that if it's just us, if you really like.
Well, I don't see the point now. You've been using this alias for so long. What has it been?
Fair enough.
A month, 2?
A month and 18 days, I think.
You've even kept track, you think, so.
They blur together, especially the first few.
That's
You'd be surprised what you can.
You you definitely had a lot taken away from you, so I don't blame you for that.
You'd be surprised what Arthur can ferment in just his own, just by his lonesome.
Either way,
What?
you, as we are here now talking, if
Yes.
you continue, just know what's on the other side of that door could cause pain.
Well.
More than you've already experienced.
I appreciate the forewarning. Will you do me the courtesy of allowing me to control the narrative as we emerge?
I think that's fair at this point.
I know you don't always approve of the way I control the narrative, but I have my purposes.
All right, then let's continue.
Sure.
And we will go back to the rest of the party.
I appreciate it.
You need to cut out. Oh, they're back.
We're
I'm
back.
gonna cut out so much.
Bazinga.
You
All
guys
right.
were in there for so long.
Yeah, we had to do a whole like in character conversation. So
Well, yeah, I know.
Bazinga.
but- anyway.
Lucas, your
That-
camera died
Let's get it
or is
rolling.
off.
Oh yeah, yep, it is dead.
R.I.P.
What the
Lucas.
fuck? That would. It shouldn't have. What
well,
the
it's
fuck?
black and gone.
It'll probably reboot in a second, or he just.
Oh
needs
wait,
to
no,
reset
it's
It
back
says
now.
that-
It's back. We're good.
All right. But
All
saying,
right.
it says I'm still. My camera's still good.
Nuh-uh.
And the pixie, the pixie that you guys saw is now standing on top of Reagan's shoulder and like with an arm on his head, like kind of just riding him at this point,
Whoa.
Okay, what?
Excuse me?
or like
Shut up.
shut up.
We will revoke your talking privileges.
I can in
Wait, what
fact
talking
server
is-
meet you. All right, and we can continue on.
So have we gone through the portal yet?
No, we're standing in the room.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and Reaghan, you
I-
are like halfway across the room from them at this point because you went to go do your private talk and you're muted
I-
again. No,
No!
no way.
Hold on.
Hold.
Maybe.
Wait.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I am never taking Reaghan into DM side table ever again.
Yeah, just don't
Right.
move him. Let him
We'll
move
move
himself.
us.
Yeah, move everybody
guess.
else. Make
Well,
sure.
I've been moving myself this entire time.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
no.
don't know.
You're just not
Um,
allowed to be happy.
Maybe he should be moving me.
I would like it to be noted that the entire time they were having this conversation, I have just been fiddling with the portal.
Okay.
That's cool.
Roll
Fingering it.
roll a Constitution save.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Oh, my boy.
Oh no!
He just gets sucked into the portal.
Am I about to pull a
Man.
Cedric Diggory?
I am going to not get any time to explain. This is going to be great.
Actually, do
Constitution
that,
save.
and at the same time, at the same time, make a paired strength save
What?
I got a nat 1.
on the
Oh
con.
my. Oh
Oh boy.
no.
At this point, it doesn't even fucking matter when he gets on strength save.
Oh.
Well, no, the strength save is gonna matter, but
Oh, okay.
It's whether or not
What
he
did they
falls
do to
prone
my
once he's in the
boy?
Feywild.
no, that's not the issue.
Oh,
Wait,
no.
Feywild?
I've done horrible things.
He's committed heinous crimes.
Have you rolled another
First
nat one?
roll of the session.
Oh wait, am I also making a strength save?
Yeah, no, I said that. Yeah, you're making paired
Okay.
strength
Yeah.
con saves.
No.
Okay.
Oh,
Noah, what does it look like as Cedric is struggling here?
okay. So
You'll see in a second.
I got a nat 1, total of 3 on the con, and I got a 14, total of 14 on the strength.
Oh
Cool.
my gosh.
Respectable.
Everybody around you kind of like gets knocked backwards a little bit, but Tyler, or
Everyone, I can explain.
Cedric is stabbed through the chest with a chain that's pointed at the end.
Oh, fuck you. Sorry.
and-
Continue.
And pulled through the portal.
He
There's
just
no-
got
I think-
fucking
wait,
scorpion through the portal.
Tyler.
All right.
Just 1 second. 1 second.
Did you hear? Did we just hear him get over
Just
here?
one second. 1 second. Marigold, I might need help.
Tyler takes 6 damage.
Heard that.
All right.
Um,
So Reaghan, you all watch as Reaghan walks out with Thess on his shoulder. This sort of green-haired, orange-eyed, very fierce and sort of angry-looking pixie on his shoulder. He comes out. He says, "Everyone, I have some explaining to do." Watches this happen. And you just watch him immediately panic. Never mind. Bolts into the portal right after him.
Cool.
Well, I guess we're doing this now. I follow him into the portal.
What's going on?
Awesome. Is everybody following into the portal?
I'm lightly debating it.
Marigold's freaking out, man. She just lost her bestie.
Zesty
The
bestie.
portal.
Celesty or Cesty
Well-
bestie.
I suppose if the pretty boy went through, need someone to help protect them.
We have to. We have to. Do we
Yeah,
really?
We do. Come on.
What the fuck? You're supposed to be my best friend, and you're
You
asking
are,
if
but
you
I'm
should come
scared.
save me?
I'm a scaredy cat, bro.
I'm gonna
scared.
just like put an arm around Marigold's shoulder and just guide them towards the portal with me.
Hey,
All right.
What if I said Nutmeg also got pulled through the portal?
Oh
What's
my
that?
gosh! Immediately.
Um,
Immediately through.
Once all of you are through the portal, including Cedric, you all feel a floating sensation come over you. And then you hear, "There was once a cruel liar who lied through teeth of brown. He took new forms amidst his lords that helped him stay in town. His goddess forlorn, and so she swore he not be allowed to lie in town with her anymore."
Oh no.
What?
And then you hit the ground.
Singing is never good.
I don't like the ominous singing, guys.
As we hit the ground, is it like hard? Does all of our
Do I
No,
still have
not gonna
do I still have a
lungs?
hole in my torso?
Yeah, you're like breathing heavy and like.
From last session? Do I still have a hole
You
in my
know-
foot from?
Stabbing people without their permission is very impolite.
So, Marigold's gonna like rush up, and I'm gonna
Mhm.
use cure wounds because
Hold on.
that is my boy.
Carefully.
Marigold,
Carefully.
hold on.
What?
Is the thing still in Cedric's torso?
No.
Okay. Proceed.
All right, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Oh my
So
god.
Reaghan like whips around, sees everyone, and says, "All right, this is a development. Everyone, I know this is, yes, a development.
What are we?
I know this is an inopportune time, but I need you all to stay composed. The Fae are particular about their customs and whatnot.
What?
I believe,
And as,
I've.
and
Sorry.
as all of you like are regaining your composure, healing Cedric, like getting your grasp on what's happening, you look up, and it's just a sea of like fire, and you see pixies and other fey creatures strewn out across the ground with stakes driven through them, and other like various like ways of dying.
Oh,
The Feywild,
gods.
I wouldn't-
You
I wouldn't
know,
expect this much
I
fire.
haven't read many books on the Feywild. They're pretty few and far between, but as far as I'm aware, it's not supposed to look like this.
No, it's not.
Supposed-
It's not. It's not. Nashandra, did you do this? Tell me you didn't do this.
You hear from above you. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh no.
Freaky deaky.
Lady of Chains. It's a pleasure to be in your presence again.
Lady of what?
Tell me, do you have Lady of Chains? I believe is one of her titles. He's just very averting his eyes. Would you care to inform us? I believe Thess and I have been away for some time, though I'm not quite sure how long. Seems that quite a bit has developed.
And you see a dark, ghastly, like, mist flow from behind Reaghan out in front and appear into a dark, silky figure with 6 masks,
Oh
like,
dear.
in each direction of face.
Yo.
Now.
Here-
Oh, did you just send did you just send the thing?
No, I have not sent the thing yet.
Okay, I thought I
can't-
heard a thing.
No, I will send the
Yeah,
thing. though.
Send the thing. I wanna
Okay.
know.
I
What's
will
the
send
thing?
it to player group notes in the Discord.
Hey.
I found art for my backstory online.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, it will not
Oh.
let me.
I believe in you.
I was gonna
You
say, is
got
there
this,
any way we
Noah.
can display this to the viewers?
I'm
Eh.
trying to think here.
Could you throw it onto a battle map?
Stop thinking.
So the problem I'm coming across is I can't copy paste it from docs onto.
You can.
I think it's because I'm limited to suggesting on your backstory.
Oh,
So
you
you-
can't.
Not allowed.
So you might
Damn.
have to copy paste it to player group notes, and then I'll copy paste it to the.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
has-
yeah, I can do that. I can do that.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
He can only suggest.
Oh.
Okay, very cool. It is not letting me paste it.
God
Awesome. Okay.
What a girl
You know,
boss.
So
Why don't we
Where-
just why don't we just I will continue trying to this for this maybe during the break.
Yes.
And till then we will rely on your powers of description, DM.
Okay, I'm gonna move your backstory off to my second monitor so that I have a picture of it up. Meanwhile, it goes. I'm glad you made the first move instead of me, for I didn't recognize you at first.
Yes, well, I've used some deal of glamour to hide a bit of disfigurement from my days in the Queen's service.
I don't know if that's exactly what I mean.
Yes, well,
Anyways, have
I'm
you
sure
have
you know.
completed my task?
Yes, I have. I assumed you knew. Sorry, my things are a bit spotty.
I would like to see the artifact, if you would be so kind.
What now?
Aw.
That's all right. Now, you must understand. I did as you asked. It is no longer in the possession of the wizard. Not you, Cedric. Worry not.
Thank God.
I assumed as much. I still have. Yes.
It's no longer in possession of our adversary. However, it is no longer in my possession either. I trust that that satisfies the terms of our pact. Or our
poor child. For if you look around in this day and age, I need proof, concrete proof.
and I suppose you will simply have to take it up with. No. No, this is my fault. Unfortunately, I do not have any proof on me at the moment. However,
And everybody sees the black mist quickly scoop up Reaghan and take him into the air, and then it's just floating there for a moment.
Arthur
now,
is readying his weapons.
now Reaghan, this
do
experience.
not, Arthur.
Now Reaghan,
Do not.
for you, here's what the experience is. Your vision goes dark. You're alone on the creek of a riverbed. Now, you hear childish laughter behind you and stomping of feet. No,
Shay.
it couldn't be. Not
Oh, no.
not him. You're sure he hasn't been around in a long time. And
Who am I
you-
hearing, Nishandra?
And then you turn around and you see him. It's Zentis.
Hang on.
Yeah.
I'm deeply afraid. Right. Hang on. Oh,
Your
okay.
satyr friend. But you're sure you betrayed him. You're sure he's dead. He can't be alive.
is he? Am I here, or does he notice me? Can I see Zentis,
Yeah, you can see him.
or can he see me? Sorry.
He's
Can I tell?
staring blankly at you, but like past you almost. He's just kind of
Mhm.
in your direction, staring blankly.
Can I get a vibe
Roll insight.
as to whether this is a live feed or a recorded feed,
Oh,
so to speak?
Roll invest.
Arcana,
Arcana. Yeah,
maybe?
sure.
I was gonna say Arcana, or I mean, would detect magic be applicable here?
No,
I mean, divination versus I don't know, illusion.
no.
Nope. Okay.
Detect magic is not.
Okay. Cool. Arcana check. That's gonna be a total of 11.
Everything that's happening seems like it's happening now. In the present. And your satyr friend starts to raise his finger at you. Senta starts to raise his finger at you. Yo,
All right.
you. Why? We
Did
were
you-
friends.
I'm sorry, sir. I've never met you in my life. Perhaps you have me mistaken with someone else.
No.
I'm sorry.
I could never forget that to
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I didn't want. I regretted it every day of my life. You have to believe me.
I've been watching you for a
Why are you showing me this,
very
Nisanda?
long time.
Why are you showing me this? Take me away from here. Take me away from here. I will get you your proof. Don't do this.
And you're zipped back into the present and dropped from where Nisandra was like flying you.
Shit. What do you want, Nishandra?
Well,
Spell it out. Spell it out plainly, please.
I don't know if there's anything you can do to satisfy me at the moment.
Well, then what are you doing this for? Never mind. I think I have an idea.
I mean, you could say
It's-
it's a little bit of vengeance, a little bit of
It's a-
revenge, maybe.
It's amusing. It's amusing to
After-
watch me hurt.
After what Titania told us, you know.
Huh. Right. Is the portal still open?
You guys, from what you like assume, you were dropped from the portal. So like the portal is up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, Arthur's actually gonna step up next to Reaghan and just like put a hand on his shoulder. All right, I won't pretend that I have the slightest hint of a clue as to what's going on here. But
I have
this
a little
one
bit of a clue.
is a good
Sorry.
friend of mine, and they're under my protection. So,
Hey, no, I'm not.
Child.
No, I am not.
Oh, you've missed.
These are strangers. I'm afraid I've never met this man in my life.
I would be careful.
And I'm going to push him back.
I would be careful calling that man a close friend.
Yes, well,
I mean, at one point I called him a follower. Someone to do my bidding.
I assumed out of anyone you would have had an idea of what I was for.
Of course, young one. I always had an idea.
You have a reputation. You know things. Should have gone unspoken. Should it not have?
I mean,
Yeah.
from the first day you grew on me, your
Thank you.
preconceived notions made me a little joyous. They gave me some happiness in this cruel life, but
Of course.
the more you worked, the more disappointed I became.
I'm terribly sorry. I
Now,
hadn't meant to offend you.
now, as for what happened here, I'm sure you know at least a little bit, for I know Titania stayed in contact with Teth for a while at least.
Yes, I've been just recently filled in.
Well,
To a meager extent.
well then, you know you know one of the causes of this.
Yes, well. Of course,
And
it was never my intent.
yeah, and she gestures at like the dead fey bodies and the fire. Now, as for the things that were stripped away from you, I know where a couple of them are. However,
So,
one of those things is not going to be in the condition that you would like.
what sort of condition is that? You can tell Reaghan has at this point, his poker face is fully in view. He's kind of walled himself up again.
She says, she responds to that question. She goes, mangled, battered, bruised. Quite a shame, if I do say so myself.
Now, you're you're very elusive with the nature of which I might have lost. Would you care to enlighten a soul such as mine?
I mean, it's the things you've been after all along. Not love, not treasure, power.
Of course, but which source? Specifics are useful to me.
Now, let me DM you real quick.
Oh yeah.
While that's happening, I'm gonna kind of dip back to Cedric. You said you might have some knowledge of what's going on here. Is there any way we can help Reaghan out of this?
Oh, not at all.
I'm
Yes,
confused
good
what
at
the
this.
fuck is.
Lovely.
I'm confused what over the table. I'm super confused what the fuck is happening. With us
And
during
the
this
conversation
time.
continues.
We're just kind of standing and watching.
Oh, dragonfly.
Can we hear all this though?
This is happening right in front of
I
us.
go by Reaghan these days. It's been quite a while.
Dragonfly.
And I just
you know what
give a look.
the source of power you seek is. See, you know that I wouldn't call it a vision per se. You knew that mystical apparition I showed you said, correct? How it's been watching you?
I thought that thread of this story had been resolved. I thought that artifact was, well, just that, an artifact. Unimbued.
Of course, it said it was watching you. And it was. It was relaying all that information to me. Now, one thing that you seem to be so eager about is any time a new artifact pops up, you seem to want it for your own.
Cedric will perk up at this. But
Or at
otherwise say
least
nothing.
you wish to touch it, feel it, know its power, know its God, know its name.
It's
But-
in my nature.
Well, how could you know your own nature?
It's in my nature.
Ah, yes, the nature of a fraud, going around, looking for power in places where they don't deserve to be. Now,
I'd say I deserve. Of course. Of course, you're right.
now, I could let you continue on with your little trek through the Feywild.
Huh?
Boss music.
Sorry, I got
Dude,
disconnected
we're all
and I forgot
delivered
to
to,
turn my soundboard off.
Please.
All I heard was Tyler just go, "Oh shit."
Yeah, either I can continue to let you through the Feywild as you are, or I can play with my food a little bit. And she disappears.
There's such a habit of that.
What the
May I-
flip?
May I ask what is happening?
I think I could explain.
Okay.
Go for it.
So, you see, our friend here, gesturing at Reaghan, although I suppose I shouldn't call you a friend, she did make that very clear. Anyway, our companion seems to be, you see, we knew he was magical in nature, but the nature of his magic it comes from a different being, not us.
Oh.
Not himself.
Something along those lines. Sorry, one thing I will clarify. No, never mind. Go ahead. I mean, I guess I would have introduced myself as a sorcerer just because in canon that is how my magic works.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But you can assume from that interaction
Yeah,
that perhaps he gains his power somewhere.
Presumably, the being we just spoke to is his patron of sorts. And he had a job to do for her, and he didn't really do it correctly.
You've
Oh,
Oh, he annoyed the magical sugar daddy.
mommy.
Don't call it the magical sugar daddy ever again.
magical sugar mommy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Magical sugar mommy. I'm
Use
sorry.
the proper term.
Magical pimp.
Oh my god.
That's
That's
gonna be the name of this
complicated.
episode. The magical pimp.
Magical sugar
No.
mommy.
No.
I'm writing it down. I'm writing it down.
Yes. Anyway, I would presume there are dire consequences if you don't finish this job that she wanted you to do.
What?
Well,
What?
yes, let me give a bit of clarification. I really wish it weren't her on the other side of this portal.
I will say she is rather rude. As I said,
Yes.
it is not nice to impale people
Yeah.
when you've just met them.
Yeah,
No,
Arthur, it's not nice to impale people.
I imagine. Don't take any offense by this, but I imagine you were the metaphorical worm on her large chained hook.
Oh, I don't doubt that. I mean, it's
That-
my own fault. I was poking around with something that I didn't understand, but that's kind of my specialty.
But she shouldn't have impaled you.
No.
I had it coming.
No, you
Um,
didn't.
The Fae have peculiar sensibilities about this sort of thing, especially the chained Fae, as she's known in this spot.
By the way,
Sorry?
Reaghan, you remember back to the conversation with Thest for a moment, how she was saying that Titania's last words were that the Unseelie were doing their thing.
Last words to Thess?
Yes, last words to
Thank you.
Thest.
Thank you.
Last words to Thest. Because those are not her last words. For now.
That we think.
And that she was talking about the Unseelie, and then you do know that that the thing you were just talking to is an Unseelie of sorts.
Okay. Do I know her? Because I know I had presumed her unaligned. Is she more aligned with the
She is
Unseelie?
more aligned with the Unseelie, yes.
I see.
Or at least she has become more aligned with the Unseelie.
Okay, that is the news I have received. I see. Well. Shit. I imagine I owe you all explanation.
It would be helpful.
Yeah.
Nexus Space, you are just in time for the full ass recap.
Yeah, luckily we did a lot of dialogue and stuff, and now Reaghan,
Yeah.
Jacob's character, has to recount all of it back to the rest of the
Yeah,
party.
I get to tell everyone exactly what the past 15 minutes of not making any fucking sense means.
Yippee!
Yeah, that was fun.
Same goes for. Oh man, we're gaining viewers.
shit.
Ooh.
Hey, we're
New people in the
entertaining.
chat.
things.
Freak
good.
yeah! Freak yeah!
All right.
Um,
You need to. Hello, welcome to chat. Holy
Oh my
shit,
gosh.
dude! Another one.
I mean, when we're addressing them,
They
I
come.
guess.
they pop up.
No way!
Crazy how that
We
works.
said we were not going to do that.
Crazy.
Yeah, we did.
Anyway,
We did
anyway.
say that we were gonna message instead of talking, but you know,
That's
it's
fine. That's
fine.
fine.
It's
We
Anyway,
had three
fine.
first-time chatters. Like, holy
This is
shit,
fun.
dude.
Yeah, Reagan, I believe you do owe some explanation, especially to the
Yes.
acquaintance that you've been traveling with for the past few months.
Do I detect some hurt feelings from the interaction a little bit ago?
I'm sorry. To be clear, and I'm gonna quickly cast detect magic.
Yeah,
Check for divination real quick.
yeah, yeah.
Check.
You find a lot of divination.
Fuck.
It seems to be emanating from you.
You just all look as he like just sort of looks down. Well, that's unfortunate. I'd best be careful with my words then. Yeah.
Well,
If
that completely depends on who's watching, Reaghan.
that's so fair. That's so fair and cool of you, DM. This is so cool of you, DM.
I love that you gave me 13 pages of backstory to pull from.
Oh man. Yeah, that was so cool how I did that. I'm regretting it so much.
Hey, you got inspiration from
No,
it at
actually,
least.
I take that back. This is so cool. I owe you all quite a bit of explanation.
Please, go on.
Yes.
Yes, continue.
Well,
Why are there dead people around?
Explain.
Oh,
I've made some grave errors in the service of my queen. As you know, I hail from Poyet, and well, tensions have been high between Poyet and its Fey neighbors, so to speak. The area is a cesspool of portal activity. Thus the Majocracy. We are deeply fearful. I had been a lesser advisor to. I have way too many NPCs in my story.
Yeah, and by the way, every time I saw a new name, I went to my Discord, went to my DM side notes, and was like, important characters for each player. Edit. Oh, good God, I gotta edit it again. Jacob, Titania, Zentis,
Oh,
Yeah.
Chandra. Like, and I have
It's
So many
Anyway.
people. Whoa.
so cool.
Let
So
my
catch many
boy
of you.
keep explaining. Let my boy
Yep.
keep
Let
explaining.
my gold boy girl boss. Let him go, boss.
I served my queen for some time, and hang on, this is gonna work. This is gonna work. I can. Sorry, there we go. Queen Rohana Zenatar. She she comes from a long line of untimely deceased matriarchs. And so, as tensions increased, I felt the pressure to do more than my advisory role would permit. So, I began seeking favors within the Fey realm. Of course, in retrospect, well, I should have known better. The Fey, who are all too eager to give deals, are also the ones all too eager to take advantage. And so I made a deal with one known as the Chained Fae, who at the time presented herself as a creature aligned with neither the Seelie or the Unseelie court. The Seelie being the generally kind and righteous, if volatile court, and the Unseelie being, well, their enemies, and the enemies of Poyet. Though, frankly, the Seelie don't like us that well either. As I said, things are tense at the moment. So, I made a deal to steal something. But, well, as I've recently learned, Nishandra is, if not Unseelie herself, then certainly aligned with their interests for the time being. In any case, my queen, the court of Poyet, and generally fucking everyone was pretty pissed with me for making that deal. So, well, they took my ill-gotten gains and banished me. I suppose I have no real power any longer, aside from the artifact I imbued as given from my queen. That said, I am indebted to Nishandra. And these debts are not things that the Fae take lightly. I had hoped to right my wrongs coming into the Feywild today. But, well, the familiar that was sent by my kingdom, Thess, advised me against it, and I suppose I was a bit foolhardy and went against her advice. Regardless, I apologize for my deceptions. I have gone. There have been quite a few false pretenses that I have gone under. I had hoped it would add a certain social lubricant to my accustomation. Reaghan knows how to English. Jacob doesn't. My
We promise the characters
Yeah.
all speak fluent English.
yeah.
Are you sure about that?
And none of them are on drugs.
Are you sure about that?
I had hoped
I
my
mean,
status as
hopefully.
Hold. Let Reagan talk.
I had hoped my status as royalty or a duke in in my homeland might act as a social lubricant and allow me to ease my way back into a life familiar to me. If only the first city we'd visited hadn't been a crater in the ground.
Yay!
And the drinking age was 2.
That was a different town.
That was
Yeah,
a different
if
town.
you guys want to learn about the town that is a crater now, we will have VODs posted later. As for now,
At least before next week.
at least before next
Ideally.
week. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Ideally.
Fingers crossed.
I am. Nishandra has. Well. Nishandra has given me the sort of pet name, if you will.
Dragonfly.
Yes. Yes. So, it's been
It's been going.
going.
It has been going. Well,
You've been having a
it's
fun
been-
time, haven't you?
Clearly, I'm not the worst off, and I look to the field of corpses behind me. My actions in the service of Nishandra have clearly had some ramifications in the Feywild.
yeah.
Yay.
I do have a question for you. When that lady of chains, as you called her, was speaking, she mentioned a relic you were sent after, and you
Yes.
said you lost it.
As I said, it was stripped from me by my people.
I see, and you need that
In
back in
dishonor.
order to
Well, to satisfy
appease
Nishandra.
her. Yes.
I doubt there is any getting that back. My
Well,
people are quite a
certainly
match
not.
for.
Certainly not easily.
I wouldn't try it.
I mean, if it gets you out of this,
I'd rather
Well-
stay in the material plane.
This isn't material plane.
No, I'd rather go back. Can we go back? Is the portal somewhere?
I think we fell down.
Yes,
I look
Cedric.
up.
Cedric will look up at where we fell from. Just is like, well, if it is still there, I'd love to know how you plan to get to it.
We're not up against like a cliff face or something cool like that, are we?
No,
Why?
you're just in the middle of a field.
How high up
Ah.
is it?
What?
How high up is the
You
portal?
can't see it anymore.
Damn.
Oh.
All right, so that may not be an option.
Yes.
Well. Well, my people are inaccessible from here, so that's unfortunate.
Right. I suppose we will have to do some wondering if we want to find a way out of here, unless you know of any other portals in the nearby area.
Do I have a grasp on where we're at in the Feywild? I've
Gonna
spent a
feel the
decent amount of
torches.
time here.
With how
Yeah,
much
is this a...
with how much destruction and chaos has gone on, you can hardly recognize anything at the moment.
All right.
Also, I would like to ask. You said there's quite a few bodies of various fae, like pixies and such. Hello.
Is he
You
dead?
said you said there were the bodies of various fae, like pixies and such,
Yeah.
around here.
Yeah, sorry, I was spacing.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
Oh.
I got 3 hours of sleep and then I went to work and then I got off of work an hour ago.
So
Bro, the
just
DM
a
got
question.
DM spacing
Hey.
out. Damn.
Just a question. How common are pixies and the like in the material
It is.
plane?
Not very. Like,
Uh,
like you know that there are some, and like, but the ones that are in the material plane are like either hunted because they're rare, or are like, or are famous and protected for some reason or another.
Okay, right. Well, Cedric is going to walk up to one of the dead pixies, and just kind of glance back at Reaghan and is like, do you think they'd mind if I repurposed their body for research?
Thest the
That's a question for Thess.
yeah, Thest the pixie that is on Jacob's or Reagan's shoulder goes. I'm sorry.
I think that's a yes, they'd mind.
Right. Sorry, that was probably a rude question. I'm not really that good in the social aspects of life.
Yeah, I see that.
And it's just I've never really gotten the chance to study any of your kind, as well, to be frank, people kind of hunt you down in the material plane.
I am.
I promise
aware.
I wouldn't do it without permission. It's not really my style. That's why I asked.
He's surprisingly considerate, considering what he does.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
seeing that he's asking, well, okay. Will you let them rest where they are, or are you planning on taking them with you?
I mean, if it's a matter of that, I can do all that I need right here.
I just prefer they not be
Moved?
Yes.
If need be, I could also provide them a proper burial. I wouldn't want to be disrespectful. It's just
Okay.
the information I could
The
get.
way you phrased it the first time made it seem very disrespectful.
I do apologize for that.
But I guess I can make an exception.
I mean, also, if you'd prefer to look the other way until I'm
No, I'd very much like to observe what you're doing, just to make sure you're not desecrating them in any way.
of course. Obviously, if I do anything out of sorts, feel free to reprimand me and tell me not to. And can I make a medical check to just spend some time like
Yeah.
analyzing the corpse? Obviously, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to dissect this one, but
Yeah, not with
I
Thess.
I'd like to
figured.
grind up its wings in order to make potions and tinctures.
Oh no 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 no.
That'll be when Thess isn't
Okay.
watching.
Well, he doesn't make potions. He's just seeing if they have like any innate magical properties, and if so, how to
Extract them?
yeah.
Cedric and his magical properties.
Cedric needs his magical properties.
Does he really need
That
them?
is
Why'd
that
you
is a
have-
20.
Why do you have to be so grim?
That is a 22 on the medicine check to just basically examine the corpse.
Yeah, while you're doing this, your artifacts are talking to you and they go, why do you have to be so grim?
My gosh!
And then
It's Barry! Hey, Barry.
this
I-
seems a little immoral, but do as you wish, I guess.
I mean, I got permission, and I'm not going to do anything that
Just because you could does not mean that you should.
it's for the pursuit of knowledge.
What if I
If,
started?
if you would prefer, I don't. I could, alongside working to separate your consciousnesses, I could also maybe add a way for you guys to filter what you can and can't see.
Huh.
As he's examining this corpse, he's just like having a conversation with the disembodied voices of gods.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, you know, that's just how it be sometimes.
It's like I will happily take suggestions on how to make your existences more bearable.
And then is Arthur carrying Theriel? Who's carrying Theriel at this moment?
I thought it was Jacob.
Yeah,
I
pretty
thought
sure
it was.
Reaghan
I'm pretty sure I gave it to Cedric
Ah.
because he
Oh,
wanted to study
okay.
it.
I was gonna say if Arthur, that's right, because I never actually got the chance to look at it.
Yeah,
Or at
so
least you never told me what I
Theriel
examined.
pops up. Theriel pops up, especially with this being her expertise and all. Oh no no no! More war caused by my brother. I guess I have to. I guess I ought to try to fix it up. It won't make him too happy, especially since, you know, he thinks I'm dead and all. I believe. My family's complicated. We'll figure it out. And you see whoosh, like a whoosh of green, like magic come out of the artifact that is holding Theriel's voice and like sweeps the fire and the other bodies that you're not like examining and like and digs up ground for them to be buried in and like lays them out.
Oh, that's useful.
Polite.
Very polite.
I appreciate that.
Arthur, if you would like, I know you said you wanted to hold on to Theriel. If you would like to carry her for now while I'm busy, obviously we don't really have the time for me to do what I had wanted to do previously. So in the meantime, if you would like to hold on to her, that sounds like we're treating her as an object. I do apologize, but I feel you could make better use of her abilities than me right now.
I mean, I'm not exactly well trained in any magics, so I'm not certain how, using her abilities would function for me.
Well,
But
I'm sure she could teach you.
fair enough. At least give me some way to be on the same level as you folks, I suppose. And
Yeah.
Arthur's just gonna stick his hand out to, take the artifact.
All right. Yeah, you take the artifact and you feel the same well, not like there was a sensation when the magic swept, but once you take the artifact, you feel that same sensation crawl up your body again. As if Thariel is speaking specifically to you. You seem like a nice chap. One that could benefit from some reconstruction.
Oh,
I'm the only one who can hear this, correct?
Yes, yeah, this is entirely you.
Everyone else in the party just gets to see Arthur double over in a random coughing fit.
Nice.
Sorry,
are
I'm
you okay?
Give me a moment, Marigold. I'm not entirely sure I heard that correctly.
No.
are you speaking out loud?
Yes, Arthur is speaking out loud.
No,
I don't know how this works, man.
You definitely.
Cedric's just gonna make an O face and pretend he's not hearing any of this.
Yeah. No, you definitely heard me right. I think that you should become my disciple.
With all due respect, ma'am, I'm not exactly the make and model of someone who'd be any kind of magical disciple.
No, but I am the god of reconstruction after all. It is kind of my duty to change people's ways, get them to, or well, not get them to, but help them find a better life. And it could benefit you and your tavern.
Well, I mean, wait, how'd you know about my tavern and all that?
I know many a thing, Arthur. I know many a thing.
Well, fair enough. I mean, if you think you can help the Red Cap, then by all means, I'm all ears for you.
Forgot the Red Cap was the name of your bar, and I got really confused for a second.
Keep the creature, man.
Yeah, and you see a little gold coin appear in air and start flipping above, flipping up in the air, and then lands on heads.
Is somebody breathing directly into their microphone, by the way?
I'm not hearing anything,
I
so maybe it's me.
I think it might be you.
Yeah.
Is it actually? Oh man, well. My apologies.
was
You're
I will
good.
If you lower it a little bit, it should be
just
fine.
lower it.
Yeah.
I could just hear breathing. I was like, somebody's breathing into their microphone.
Jacob really wants to have the asthma, okay?
Oh my goodness.
That's the first time I've talked to 45 minutes.
Yeah, I know this. Because you've been
It's been-
Listen, this has
typing
been
in
a
chat.
big lore-heavy session, and
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
Yeah.
We're getting all the lore drops.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Now, Arthur.
It's exposition station. It's position. There's not a rhyme for that.
Yeah.
Now, Arthur, they do always say that a coin found heads up is lucky, don't they?
Ooh.
Oh my
Am
gosh.
I supposed to pick that up then? Reaghan kind of taught me not to touch random magical things without asking first.
Well, It seems
always
like
good to
Reaghan
ask.
isn't the best judge as per what's happening currently.
It's like,
Man, it's a good thing I don't hear this.
as Arthur says that Reagan's advice is to not touch random magical things without asking, Arthur's gonna say, "Oh, Killjoy," or not Arthur.
It's
Cedric.
good
You got
advice.
Killjoy.
Yeah.
Cedric got stabbed in the chest by a chain.
know, That's
Why do you
good.
think he
so-
That's
keeps
good advice,
Marigold
Cedric.
around?
It may have been an hour in session, but it's been like 15 minutes in world
In-game,
since
yeah.
you were stabbed.
That is literally what Marigold is for. She is there
Hi.
to patch him up when he
So-
fucks around and finds out.
So when you do stupid shit, you don't die.
Yeah, that's me.
So, as the snide remarks are happening behind Arthur, he's just kind of zoning them out. He is going to reach out and grab the coin.
Okay, yeah, you pick up the coin. It's a coin.
Woo.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I love
Cool.
coins.
I love coins so much.
Coins, you say?
Does it have another dead dad on
How
it?
long? Hey, Jacob, how long does detect magic last for again?
An hour.
10 minutes.
Oh, 10
It's
minutes? Jesus.
yeah. I know. I thought
Okay.
it was an hour, but
So
Nope.
it is continuing going. You see a faint ping of divination magic to your right.
oop, I just look over. Is there any identifying characteristic that I mean, I can't imagine. There's no way
You
I'd be able to tell
see-
who this is.
Oh, not who. You see a long, like, staff almost sticking up out of the ground diagonally.
Oh.
I go over and without touching thus far, and without notifying Cedric, whether he notices or not is up to him, but I will not be calling it out explicitly.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
I'm just gonna try and get a vibe on what this might be, what it might be for.
As you
Di-
as you get closer and closer to it, that divination magic gets stronger and stronger, but it's not coming from the staff itself, but rather buried in the ground, seemingly following the staff's like trajectory.
And did I just see this ping because it just appeared, or did I just see this ping because I was
Because
fucking
you were because you were-
1,000-yard stare?
Yes, that one. The second, the latter.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, it's a stick. Ladders have rungs.
Yeah, idiot.
Ugh. I am in
My
physical
gosh.
and mental pain.
You see my knee? I'm slapping. No, you can't. Let me just hoist that into frame real quick. Ow, my leg. I'm slapping it. Yeah, wonderful bit there.
10 out of 10 bit.
Thank you.
Amazing.
You're good at this, guys.
Arthur, do you have a shovel on you, perchance?
Close to me.
Arthur, oh, he's deep in conversation. Gor'Ath, you're
Wait,
strong.
You need to move Earth?
What's up? Why do you need me?
The first and only time that cantrip will come in handy. I do.
Mold Earth. I have mold Earth.
Wait, do you actually?
I have mold Earth prepared.
This is fucking insane.
Minecraft away to victory.
Oh my gosh.
I can't believe it. All right.
I was debating what would be more Cedric to have prepared, mending or mold Earth, and I was like, nah, he seems like the kind of guy that would like randomly need to dig something up, and I was right.
I hate it here. All right. Well, so
Yes, I
That's
do.
pretty fucking funny.
Cedric, now this staff is mundane, but should not be. No, that's not going to work. It's magical. Please don't touch it.
yeah. As you start molding Earth away, you see a bright red shimmer coming up from the ground around where that staff was coming from, and
Oh my gosh,
as
that's a unique
Cedric, I don't know why, but I feel the need to re-emphasize that touch should not be your first course of action when examining magical items.
And as you peel it away, you notice that it's a scythe.
Oh,
Huh? The devil.
The devil.
Someone's getting fucking cursed for touching this, and it
Is-
isn't going to be us. Bury it again.
Is for me?
I really
The-
want to touch it.
Is
I'll,
for
I'll-
me?
I'll give you the
Don't tell me what
description
to
of the scythe.
do.
So you see that it has a long black hilt with black
Oh.
like leather binding on the hilt, and then you see that the blade itself is curved, sort of like a crescent moon, with like lunar or like moon craters in the
Okay.
like a moon crater pattern on the blade,
Okay. And you said it's glowing red.
and it is glowing red. Yes.
Cool. I take a look at that. I say, night iconography, check. Black and like dark pitch black and edgy as fuck, check. Glowing red, checked. You touch this, you get possessed, you understand?
I would like to have
Hey,
everybody
Noah.
that is around the scythe make a perception check.
Hey, Noah,
Okay.
question.
Yes.
What's happening in Arthur's conversation right now?
Oh shit. Wait, I have to think back to Arthur's conversation. Oh god.
In the intro. Yeah, while we
Oh,
make
okay.
that check.
Okay, so at the very least, this is not directly relevant to Arthur.
This
That's
is
good to
not
know.
directly relevant to Arthur's conversation.
Okay, good.
I got a nat 20 for a
I
22.
also- I got a nat
22.
20 for 21.
Bruh, I got a 19.
I
got
got
a 12.
I got an 11.
You,
Man,
Hey,
just
lower
roll
buddy.
better, guys.
you all look up. You all look up to see the two different. There's two different moons here. You see both moons, like almost pitch black, but like dark red.
You know,
Oh,
I've always
gods.
wanted to pretend to be the Grim Reaper, and I'm gonna pick it up.
The Cedric!
I'm like,
Cedric!
I'm in the middle of
What
like
the
a
fuck?
monologue about how like the you see, they theme their shit, right? They are fashionable as fuck, and they will theme everything around what that belongs to an evil person. There's no ambiguity, and he's like, and he grabs it.
No.
There is a reason they wanted to keep Cedric away from it.
Big
Um,
boss.
As you pick it up,
I didn't need Mold Earth this badly. No.
well, I guess this isn't the worst person to come upon me.
Oh, you speak.
Oh shit!
Now, what's your purpose?
My purpose? I quite enjoy researching.
Oh,
Artifacts, gods, magic in general. You seem very magical.
Can we hear this?
Yeah, no, everybody can hear.
Oh,
it.
Okay.
he's speaking out loud.
Oh, that won't do. That won't do. I must
You have
find-
something against research?
No, just it's not my style.
I mean, what's your purpose? Because we might be able to find a middle ground.
My purpose?
Yes.
Well, my original purpose was to be implanted into a sorcerer so that they could be my host, but I guess my purpose now
hearing
Is to
them,
be a scythe.
is to be a scythe. Yes.
hearing them talk about
Sad.
sorcerers, Gor'Ath is immediately very interested and very cautious of Cedric, knowing his past with imbuing certain
So-
magical
so-
objects.
I'm correct in assuming you are a relic that has been attached to this haft. May I ask which god you are part of?
I don't believe you would be. I don't believe you would know who I am.
I mean,
Why me?
I have some acquaintances I could ask.
Right.
And he just kind of gestures to the spell book at his waist.
I want.
Yeah.
I'd
do,
be
you,
curious.
do you want
I've
to
done a lot of.
like show him to the other artifacts?
I
Oh,
can't.
100%.
Hey Noah, I go up and I'm like, I've done a lot of research on gods. I would like to see if I know who you are.
Yeah. No, none of the 5 of you are gonna know who this is.
Cool.
But you think
Like as the players, right?
As the players or the characters, none of you are gonna
Oh
know.
shit.
Well,
Okay, so we have
okay,
no fucking.
Do
earthly
my
clue
gods
what this
know?
is.
Well, let's ask them.
Yeah, that's okay. That's what I was
um,
doing.
Yeah. I mean, you might know, but you don't seem to be the happiest. Ugh. Another one? Why do I keep getting bundled in with this crap?
Listen,
Come
I
on,
said I
Barry.
would find a way to separate you guys.
I-
Just
One's
give
Larry,
me time.
But you're causing me agony now, and you can't fix what's happening currently.
I will try. Just give me a second.
I've given you many a second.
Barry, stop being grumpy.
Ooh, Gor'Ath, that one's Larry. Barry's the other one.
Oh, Larry, stop being grumpy.
I think Larry's a great name for him, 'cause he's lame.
Barry
Alright.
gets it. I like Barry better than I like Larry.
I like Barry better.
No,
Was that the scythe speaking, or was that?
no, that's the other one. That's the happy.
That's the one that hates the other one.
Yeah.
So Health is the happy one. Putney is the depressed one.
Yes.
Okay.
They're besties.
Now, I mean, if you tell me your name, I might know. Well, I think.
Forcing Noah to have a conversation with himself is great.
What
This
is
is so
Schizophrenia induced.
what is my name?
That's-
Why can't I remember?
Did you have a run-in with one of the denizens of this realm?
Maybe. The last thing I remember is being in a what seemed to be a massive. Well, was it even a war though? It was just a one creature, one very large creature. That killed all of these things. He gestures like there's things around you, but Theriel has already buried them all.
Oh, you were a weapon wielded by one of the dead. Right. That does make sense.
Oh.
I would like to reiterate my previous question. Do you know do you remember your domains? For lack of a better term. What?
Yes. I believe I was I believe I was war and oh why can't I mean wait, I'm shaped like a moon. What what could the other one be?
So war and moon?
Yes.
Yes, my 2 favorite domains are war and moon.
You said your domain was war. I might have a question to ask another compatriot of ours when he's done, or when she's done talking to her new employee?
For lack of a better words, I guess.
Slave.
Oh shit.
By the way, am I breathing into my mic still?
No,
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 you're good
no,
now.
you're good.
Sick. Thank you.
Oh my god. Oh.
And that was a cue to cut back to Cherry.
Yes.
Because
it was.
I gotta use the restroom real quick.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh.
Do you just want to take a break?
No, we're not at break time yet.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah. He has too many plans for that.
That's
oh yes. So you guys are like 30% of the stuff that I had prepped.
Oh my god.
So
Y'all, you have no idea. He texted me before the session, fucking fear mongering,
No.
and he was
he
right to
fearmong-
do so.
So will you choose to take up my seal, or what will it be, Arthur?
Oh, I want to let everybody know the fucking genius of somebody in the chat saying me and No looks like siblings.
That was like hours ago, bro.
Yeah.
Well, I do suppose that. I mean, if someone like yourself is going to be offering me help, I don't have much choice aside from accepting it.
I guess that's one way to look at it. Well, either way.
Well, I mean, I do have a choice, mind you, but I'd be stupid not to accept, is what I mean.
I will not disagree with you. Either way, should we get a move on and rejoin the others?
Yeah, what are they? When the hell did they get a scythe?
Wait, did you say a scythe?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I did. I'm gonna like hold the artifact as if it has eyes.
Like, hold it up to try to look at.
Yeah,
I mean,
Just that way.
it's a kind gesture, but I can kind of perceive anything around me no matter what. So, you really don't have to do this.
All right. Where should where should I put you then?
I mean, wherever feels comfortable for you.
Up his ass.
No! Do not shove the god up your ass.
You leave that guy alone.
Hey guys, I just figured out the new session title. Do not shove the god up your ass.
All right then. I'm gonna. So I have my great axe, right?
Yeah.
And I have rope. I'm just going to
I fucking
to the head of my great axe for now.
Oh my god.
Add okay.
Arthur.
Your axe now does the regular damage it would normally do plus 2d8 bludgeoning damage, magical.
That's a big ass uptick, Jesus.
Bro.
There's a reason people make weapons out of artifacts.
For the reference, I'm not planning on hiding anything with you. This is just the most convenient way to, keep you on me for now.
That sounds good to me, I guess. I can't complain. I did say put me wherever you'd like.
Okay, I am back.
And
Well,
and I assume Arthur then goes to rejoin the rest of the group.
Yeah, I am going to ask, half to the party, half to the god that is now tied to my axe. And so what exactly is the, what's the scythe about?
Great question. I actually wanted to ask your and he notices you've just tied her to the end of a fucking axe. Right. If you
Efficient.
want me to make that more stable, I can do that when I'm doing my own work the next time we rest. Anyway, right, Therial, so we have an issue. None of my other companions know who this is. They do not remember their own name. They believe one of their domains is war, and perhaps the other is the moon. Do you know who this is? Because I know one of your siblings is a god of war, but I know there are typically multiple.
Well, let me.
I think they're both gods of war, by the way.
What?
Aren't both of his siblings gods of war?
No, one is protection from war, one is war.
Technically, all three of them are related to war, though.
They're all three
Yes.
related to war, then.
It's like it's a trichotomy.
Mhm.
I'm too stupid to know what that word means.
Uh,
I'm so proud of you.
it means
Thank you.
three things that like both
Relate to
benefit,
something.
both benefit and like
Support.
yeah, benefit and support each other.
Mm.
Anyway, well, I think I have an idea of who it is, but I don't know how much I want to talk to them right now.
I mean, if you could just give me an idea, you don't necessarily have to talk to them.
I
Like a
believe
lit
it
pillow.
to be my brother. However,
Mhm,
he also is the one
mhm.
suspected of killing me.
Oh, fuck hell.
So
Right. Well, he has had his memory fucked with. If that makes any difference to you.
It might. Let Well, this isn't a great situation because if he remembers and doesn't like me still, he could feasibly end me now. But if he
Well,
doesn't remember, we might be able to get on good terms again.
I mean, that would be preferable, yes.
Hey, Foreman Tool, do you like this tablet?
I apologize for how blunt he is.
Hey, Foreman.
What?
Tool.
the side. What?
Well, science are used for farming. I thought you knew that much.
Well,
Can I just clarify? This one very clearly is not shaped like a harvesting scythe, right?
yeah, it's shaped like a reaper scythe.
The Grim Reaper.
Which is
Okay.
the same shape as a harvest.
I mean,
Well,
yeah,
like-
to be
like it-
fair.
It
But,
doesn't
like,
have the half.
It doesn't
shape,
have
is what I'm
the
saying.
yeah.
And aesthetically speaking, it's fucking creepy as hell. Which, like,
Yeah.
typically farmers don't go for the, like, I don't know, the
Well,
goth
Yes,
aesthetic.
I don't know about you, Jacob, but when I was a farmer, that's the only vibe I went for.
Man, I love the goth farmer look.
They're my favorite.
I will be whoever has the scythe at the end of the session, I will be disclosing what the item is when we finish the session.
I was gonna say, if nobody's opposed, I would like to keep it.
I
'cause
mean,
have some-
my vote is it fits our cleric's aesthetic, being a Twilight cleric, but
I agree
just
with
been-
that,
I've
actually.
just been chilling, actually.
I mean, I'd say
let's just see above table vote.
I don't
What
think
a-
the red and black fits. But yeah,
Fair.
that's
So,
fair. I mean, if
I'd say-
Marigold wants it, he will hand it over.
Well,
But,
she'll
like-
look at it because she's curious about the fact that they've mentioned the moon, but she's kind of like letting y'all do your thing.
I was gonna say,
Mhm.
I just have ideas that I think
You
are
said that
badass as
so
hell.
late.
What?
Sorry, Jacob sent me the picture of
oh yeah, I was just
Of the
looking
chain.
around.
the chain
We'll
fray.
we'll send it during break. I figure.
Yeah, we'll send it during break. That sounds good. Okay.
But yeah,
we should,
just
we should
just,
have
just
more set
above
time for
table.
when we're doing break.
If nobody else wants it,
I
would like
usually
to
do it
hold
around
to
9:30.
Yeah.
I have some ideas.
Well, and I think I don't think we need an above table decision. I think we can just sort of
Yeah.
Figure it out in character.
Yeah.
right.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Just
No, I don't have the slightest clue who that is. Well, or what it is, I guess, would be a better.
That sounds like we're in the clear.
Yeah, yes.
Thanks, Arthur.
would Marigold, would you know anything about this? With the moon and I
Well,
actually don't know who you worship. I know your powers are vaguely moon themed.
You're right on. I'm a patron of the moon goddess Lashara, but this
Lashara.
isn't
Hmm.
her.
No, it is not.
So
No.
this is confusing me, considering I wasn't
Perhaps,
aware there would be more than one.
perhaps a rival
No.
deity?
I'm sorry. I suppose we may have gone over this in the past. You're unaware that multiple gods can have the same domains?
Well, it's never really crossed my mind. I'm
Fair.
loyal to Lashala and her, so it's
I mean,
a little confusing in a way.
Fair enough.
I suppose.
We've probably had this conversation in the past.
Oh, probably.
More than likely. But it's just weird to see him in person. You know.
So, would you guys like to know from, well, Theriel is going to tell you, but would you like to know what the gods, or the god trapped in the scythe's name is, and what he is actually a god of?
Yes.
Or
Yes.
Favor.
His name is Mouth, Mougth.
Okay.
And he is the god of the changing tides.
Ooh,
Oh.
I love that.
So from chaos and war to peace and from chaos and war to peace and like calm.
Okay, now I doubly have some sick ideas with this.
And the scythe that you're holding is the scythe of the blood moon.
Oh,
Figured as much.
creepy.
I'm sure that's cool and
Interesting.
yeah, cool and interesting, and will have no plot ramifications whatsoever.
Oh no, not at all. Anyway, you guys are still in the Fae. You have been talking to the Scythe and Theriel for some time now. It is starting to. You've probably been in the Fae for about an hour. It's starting to, or like an hour. So you're still adjusting to the time difference between the Feywild and the material plane. And it feels like you've only been in here for an hour, when really like a lot of time has passed.
Oh.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then like, yeah, it's really cool because with the Feywild, like you feel like you've been here for an hour, but a lot of time has passed, and then you feel like you've been fighting someone for 3 hours, but it's actually been 2 minutes.
It's great.
Nothing like that ever happens in D&D.
Yeah, it's great.
Otherwise,
Plot reasons for dragon combat. Let's go, baby.
it's canon now.
Yeah. And as you guys are, I assume like it's starting to get dark, and the fires died down since Theriel has like extinguished it. You still see and hear noises, or like you see like fire and chaos in the distance, and you hear the screams and noises of fey creatures being slaughtered, but you don't like know exactly what direction it's coming from or where it would be.
We had better make camp.
I was gonna say, if I could make a suggestion, we might. I don't know if camping here is a good idea, but definitely soon.
Yes. Are there any other apparent landmarks or like? So we've got the sounds of battle and death. Are there any other like? Is there a city on the skyline somewhere,
Yeah.
or is it mostly just
In
wilderness?
fact, as you're looking, there is a city in the skyline, kind of in front of you. It doesn't seem like the noises are coming from there particularly, but like you see, a city, like a Fey city.
Yeah. That city could be a good place to go. will be an experience, I'm sure, for all of you, but it's better than being out in the wilderness at night.
Yay!
Bad thing.
So are you guys going there then?
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
On the way, Reaghan will just go to Arthur. Arthur. Yes, Arthur.
Yes, Arthur.
Um, I do want to apologize for any deception on my part. And I want you to know that the Chained Fae is a creature we are not capable of taking on. I did not want to associate you all with myself if things were to go wrong. I hope you know that's why I dissociated myself from you.
Look, lad. Should things go wrong, I think it'd be much better for you to have folks around you. I know we've only been traveling together for a few months, to be honest, but if things go south, I'll do my damnedest to bail you out, as I have many times before.
Month and 18 days. 19.
Happy one of us keeping track.
And Reaghan starts to notice that it's getting harder to track now that you're in the Feywild. You don't know exactly how much time has passed since you entered the Feywild.
Yeah.
Unless you want to go by the arbitrary amount of the Feywild is turning night, so therefore this is just a day.
Oh, there's some fuzzy in my throat.
Well,
What?
I appreciate that. I didn't want to see a new friend get hurt by my, get hurt by my past, you know? As 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 Cedric witnessed firsthand, my past has some sharp implements, shall we say.
Yeah, as you're saying these things to Arthur, you hear the whispers of your dead friend. You've forsaken me. How
I-
dare you?
I just sort of think really hard.
Oh, wow.
I'll try to explain myself later. I'm sorry. And hope that he gets the message, but I'm not about to be a schizophrenic in front of the party.
No, I think
What do
that's
you
fun.
mean? Cedric's basically already a schizophrenic. The only difference is you guys can hear the voices in his head.
Yeah, and Reaghan,
That's
Reaghan, as you're trying to like calm down and stay like composed, you feel a
Sure.
sharp, cold wind rush down your spine.
I know that's not how schizophrenia works, but he's basically talking at the air.
fair. I get what you're saying. However,
And you continue on. Up.
and I continue on.
Up.
And that cold air was probably nothing. It's just drafty out here.
Just a breeze, just a breeze.
As there's
A little
like
drafty
fire,
outside.
as there's like fire around you that's being like extinguished by Theriel as
Yeah.
you're going.
You're
Like,
If
burning.
I could make a setting note, DM, I like to imagine that, you know, amidst all of the gore and blood and horrific landscape, unlike anything you've ever seen before, the stars are really gorgeous tonight. I mean, it's the
Yes.
most beautiful you've ever seen. Like, the Feywild is a beautiful place.
when
God,
it really comes down to it, the Feywild is the most beautiful place you could ever be. Unless
That's a shitty introduction.
unless there's a bunch of dead Fey in front of you, in which case, whatever, it'll clean itself.
I would
Yeah.
just like to mention how like terrifying of a group we're presenting right now, because we're just walking through a burning forest, and the fires are just extinguishing in front of us.
Yes, they are. Thank
That's
you,
horrifying.
thank you, Theriel.
She's girl bossing.
I have a god tied to my axe.
Yes, you do.
That
have
man is
3
wearing 3 gods on his hip.
I'm wearing 3 gods on my hip and
Okay,
carrying
okay,
another
okay.
god attached to a scythe.
3 gods' consciousnesses is
Yeah.
That was a word.
Fragments of their consciousness.
fragments of their
Consciousness.
Consciousness. Can the session title name please be consciousness so I don't have to write "Don't shove a god up your ass" in the YouTube.
No, what about
We've got 3 working titles. We also have
the Pim
Magical Sugar Mommy.
Yeah,
I don't want to type that one either.
Big Pim Pim.
As you guys are walking up to the city, the flames start to die down as you get closer and closer. And you notice that the area around the city and the city itself seem fairly untouched compared to the rest of the landscape.
Oh.
Oh, gotta love it.
Perhaps they had good defenses.
You can think what you want to think.
I'm hoping. I don't think that's the case, though.
What's everybody's passive perception?
11. That was
13.
Oh, hey, I just realized I'm not in the. Okay. 11. I just realized I'm not on roll 20
I mean,
and haven't been this
we
entire
literally,
time.
I don't know if we're even going to use Roll20 today, so.
That's fair. Just in case.
So you should have all of our passive perceptions. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I was
boy.
on a different page. Don't blame me. I'm just the DM. Calm down, everybody.
I'm just a girl.
I'm sorry, no. You're the
Okay.
first person I'm blaming. You're the DM.
Damn, Arthur is the only one that notices. Okay, Arthur.
I have a 14. What?
Yeah, and it was 15.
No!
Arthur, as you're walking, your arm comes up as you're taking your stride, and you feel like a strange tingle on your finger.
Oh dear.
Tingling.
No response?
All right, you continue walking. And
Cherry, you heard that, right?
Nope.
Your finger tingled as we approached the city.
Oh, my apologies.
yeah, as you were taking your stride, your arm came up, and you felt a little tingle on your fingers.
Oh, that. I'm just gonna kind of like flex my fingers and stare at my hand.
Okay.
That shouldn't be happening. Cedric.
Yes?
So you're kind of my go-to magic lad right now. Why does my hand feel funny?
And now Cedric can roll a perception check.
That will be a solid 18.
Yep. Okay.
His finger fell off.
You notice what seems to be like a clear, like almost mist, but it's too clear to be mist. You can see right through it, but like a clear.
There's like a haze in the air.
There's like a coat of something, like
It's like a mirage.
and it's kind of like it seems like it's curling towards the city almost in a dome-like fashion.
Right. I believe we're about to pass through a barrier of some sort.
I'll cast detect
Potentially
magic.
hold your breath.
Like
I'll
the
cast
sound of
detect
that.
magic real quick.
Yeah.
See if I can gather
yes.
anything about this.
The barrier is both divination and illusionary magic.
Divination and illusion. I'm guessing whoever lives here will know when we enter, if we enter. And I don't think this city is what it appears to be.
Reaghan, how many spell slots have you used on detect magic?
2 total, and then I get a free casting each day. So I've
Okay.
cast it 4 times total.
He's just a girl boss.
Yas, queen.
Yas. Queen.
Yes.
That the way you said that was so funny.
As you
Yas,
Mm.
queen.
Yeah, you guys. Now you guys all notice the barrier because like it's been pointed out to you.
Mhm.
What's your next decision?
Do we go?
Probably a
Do we
girl
go through and
boss.
risk angering a territorial fae?
I'm pretty
I
sure we've angered
mean-
everything here.
No, we've angered one thing. Trust me, there's more to anger.
I don't
There's
like that,
always
actually.
more to anger.
I mean,
Alright.
unless we want to risk angering anybody by camping outside and
That is
well,
so
I
true.
suppose it might be safer to at least make our presences known, as much as I'm loath to admit it.
Perhaps we can. Perhaps we can. Someone's hospitality will. I don't know
Well,
what I'm saying. It's been a long day.
I was gonna say it. How much would Cedric know from about Fae from reading books? Like, do you want me to make a history or?
The amount of pixies that have made it through and have like talked about their history. There's not much on the material plane about.
Because
Fae.
I don't want to make assumptions that Cedric knows anything about the rules before I say
would
anything.
would adventurers have been to the Feywild in the past that I might have heard stories at the Red Cap?
You know what? Your tavern is named after it, so yes.
I was gonna say, chance that I would have also picked up stories
Yeah.
because I grew up in a tavern.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Oh.
I don't know if hospitality is the word that
No.
we want to be using.
Well. I'm at a bit of a crux here because usually you would ask to be invited in. However, in is very close to, and I sort of gesture to the wilderness, which is growing increasingly dark and scary.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
since the fires are dying down.
Yeah, I really don't want out to hear us. So,
Yes.
Oh,
Is there a gate, or is it just like a small village that you just walk into?
you just walk into it, but behind you, you hear, "Oh, dragonfly! I'm glad you've made your return."
Oh, another friend of yours.
it appears
Fitting.
so.
And a
hello?
young stout woman runs up to you and hugs you.
What?
What? Okay, do I recognize this person?
Not right away.
That's really weird. Hello. It's good to see you.
Are you here to save us?
It's been quite a while. What happened?
All like most of us, all we can remember is the what's Nancy Elise? Oh, hold on, give me a second here. Let me go back in. And
Are you talking about the queen? There's the queen of air and darkness. There's her warlock.
Oberon?
Let's see who.
Oberon.
Oh, that's this. Yeah, king of the Sealy Court.
The last I know, Oberon.
Out of character knowledge just made me shiver.
Oberon attacked the plains.
Oberon. King of the Sealy Court.
Yes.
Oberon.
Yes.
What? Why? How? Shit. Thess? I need. I could you relay a message or just questions?
Not
See if.
not to Oberon. I never really had a connection to Oberon. It was mostly
No. Yes,
to, Ti-
she might know something.
to Titania. I mean, I
They were they were off and on before.
let me try. She kind of goes into the brush a little bit to like be a little secretive about it, and is like, "Hey, Titania, I have some good and bad news.
Huh?
One, Dragonfly has made it back, which I know was
I like give her a look and just,
sorry. Reaghan has made it back.
oh,
Which
I've made it back. That wasn't whatever.
which I know
There were like
was-
3 problems with that.
which was what you didn't want. A good news though, we're getting some information, but I don't know how trustworthy it is. So I needed to make sure.
Yeah,
that
is
it's
my detect magic up?
true. Mm,
I mean, I cast it to check out
yes,
this.
It would be.
So, is there anything up with this? Did you
Yes.
say dwarf?
No, just a regular woman. Just stout.
Oh, stout.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Very
Sorry.
very strong illusionary magic.
Ooh.
It's been such a long time, and I noticing this, such a long time, in fact, that perhaps I'm unfamiliar with the guise you've taken.
Oh, you were always keen. Well, I guess it'll be your downfall. She transforms into a hag, grabs your head, and sprints through the barrier with you.
May I?
Oh my
may I
God.
fucking not. May I? Could I resist this?
Yeah, man.
Please.
Make a strength save.
Can I grab him?
-2.
Um,
Strength
you can
saves.
try, Arthur.
Fuck.
I'm
Can
gonna
I
grab him.
ask which one this is? Am I recognizing?
You don't just
Shit.
have a hag grab our boy by his head.
Yes.
Leave his head
I'm
alone.
glad you still think of me as your
is-
boy.
Noah,
is this
would it
the
would
hag
he
or is this
athletics?
Bracken?
Yeah. Let's make an athletics.
Okay,
Alright.
that is a 23 athletics check.
Oh, cool.
Unfortunately, that does
So-
not beat her athletics.
I know which one it
What a
is now.
strong hag.
Yes, you do know
Um,
which one it is.
I would like
That's a
to tell
5
you, Jacob.
for a total of 3.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Jacob, I would like you to know, you're my boy. Reaghan is not Cedric's boy.
That's very fair. You do not have a reason to.
Yeah, and the rest of you, Arthur, you try to reach out and grab him, but his ankles just slip from your hands as he's dragged away.
Sorry. I thought you were about to say his ankles snap as he
No.
yoinks.
No. Although they could play tug of war with you, but no. The rest of you, you hear
spinal realignment
you
surgery.
hear Thest in the bush go, well, the thing you were worrying about, Titania, just happened, so I'm gonna go.
So cool.
and you see Thest like zip by you, following the path that the hag was taking.
Right,
Does-
we should
Uh,
figure this out.
Cedric, do you think that means we've been invited in?
I personally think an attempted kidnapping or successful one is plenty reason to break in, yes.
I
Don't
love
call it successful.
I love
Well,
that
I mean,
Jacob
keep it
knows which one it
attempted.
is.
One of our
Knucklebones, we finished our business, please.
One of our party was dragged inside, so I think that's an invite for the rest of us. So let's get going.
Right, well, at least now we know her name. Names have power, assuming that's her real name and not a nickname. Fuck.
The nickname.
Arthur
Okay,
is running after.
Actually, question for Noah as GM. do names have power? Because that's a folklore versus Forgotten Realms thing where like,
That's fair, yeah.
who knows?
I guess you'll have to see.
Okay.
I believe Forgotten Realms, there is a spell called Invoke True Name.
No, that's
Oh.
Pathfinder.
Oh, right. I'm thinking.
Dang it! You've been running too much Pathfinder, Cherry.
I have. Sorry, it's better.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
Listen,
As
D&D has its charm. I
So-
still love it.
well, I'll explain what you all see as you like are following Jacob, and also
question,
with Jacob
Noah.
she's as he's being dragged. Yes.
To be just the worst to ourselves and our audience, that would be a great time for a break.
You're
Oh,
totally correct. All right, boys, we're going on a break. We will be back in around
Off into the mist.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
Right now, my recording says it is. We have been recording for 2 hours and 15 minutes. I will be back when it says 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Sounds good.
Whoa!
The desync.
we're
The
back!
We're back!
Yay!
Hi, friends. We're back.
Tyler is looking dark and mischievous as always.
Oh yeah, I forgot to turn my light back on.
That's
Listen,
just what the
it
scythe
gets hot
did
in
to
here
him.
with this light on.
And so we ended the last excerpt on Reaghan being dragged by his head away by a hag.
Yay.
And him
Named Knucklebones.
and him calling back, Knucklebones, I thought we solved this. They clearly have not. Now.
Okay. Maybe Knucklebones doesn't think so.
And the rest of us decided that was an official invite.
The first. Okay, I'll describe what you guys all see once you pass through the barrier. Once you pass through the barrier, you see a cliff face. And kind of nothing else.
That's so cool.
Did they jump?
Is it like cliff face leading
Alright,
into ocean?
Sorry,
is
yeah,
this
you guys are on the top of a cliff facing down towards the ocean.
cool. Okay, so this
What
is
did the
probably a
hag look like?
Big, burly.
Bass,
Color
obviously.
scheme. Color scheme, please.
gray skinned.
There we go. Jacob's got it.
Yeah, sort of black, drippy hair.
Which one is Knucklebones? Fuck. Oh, right. I know which one.
Yeah, you could say her skin is like an anise hue. That's not a color, but now you know which one it is.
Annis hag, got it.
Yay!
Love it.
Go us.
I was wondering how a hag was stronger than me.
Now you know.
Yay!
The more you know.
So what's
It's-
over the cliff, I guess?
You hear cartoon bongo running noises descending into the distance.
Oh,
You guys look out over the cliff face and you see ocean. If you peek down a little bit further, you see a couple of cliff like a couple of juts of land sticking out from the cliff that seem like if you jump down to them, you would be able to make it down.
Yeah.
And
I
then,
imagine there's a few.
and then
at
at the bottom of this cliff, you see an array of skeletons and bones and
Yeah.
other dismembered body parts.
yeah,
Woo.
some shipwrecks. Fun times, I imagine.
Fun times.
lovely.
It's hot.
Are there any caves lining the cliff?
You would have to go down the cliff to be able to see them.
God damn it.
Can I go down the
Scary.
Do I see any caves in the cliff?
Yes, but you can't give that information to anybody else. In fact, you were in one of those caves now.
Hey guys, there's a.
Can I use the telepathic link I've always had with him?
Yeah.
For a month and 19 days?
Nah, I've just always had it. I just didn't know who he was until then.
Since birth, I had this voice in my head.
You're
Since
you're
Gor'Ath
actually a
has-
Casimir, and he's your dream entity.
Oh my gosh.
Gor'Ath has no sense of object permanence, so he just
Do you
thinks,
mean a Callister?
Kalistar, yeah.
You combined Callister and Asimar.
Oh.
He's
Gor'Ath
so
has
good at
no
this.
Gor'Ath has no sense of object permanence, so he thinks Reaghan just doesn't exist anymore.
Well, if
Oh,
I may
he's
make
like
a
one of the smart-
suggestion, I think we might have to jump.
Is that really a good idea?
I'm going to just look at Cedric as I pull out a python.
Oh my
That
god.
would be a better idea.
Yeah, Arthur has been known to use a lot of pythons.
Arthur
I
loves
still need to
pythons.
go back and retrieve the 3 I left in the city, by the way.
Oh my gosh.
If they haven't been cleaned up by now.
Mhm.
I want to know who the
In
heck
which
would have
case-
cleaned them up.
We will take them from who took them, or sift through the garbage.
So how are you placing the python in the cliff?
Honestly, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put one python down, just like straight on the ground. Then another python about 3 feet, not 3 feet, like half a foot actually away, and then I'm going to do a knot around both of those
With the rope.
with my 50 feet of rope. Yes.
Okay. As you're doing this, you hear from behind you. Now, how did you boys get so far down here? And you turn around to see the man with the lantern.
Huh?
Right. Huh.
Now, I knew the book was leading you here, but most people who get this far are already dead.
I'm sorry. Have we met?
Yeah, it's the guy that was in the alleyway.
It's
You know
withers.
that? I'm surprised.
Well, you see, the thing is,
Oh.
Cherry's aware of this fact. Arthur is playing dumb.
Lucas, I was surprised Gor'Ath was like smart.
Oh, I would have hoped that you would have remembered me. I mean, I'm sorry for my hasty exit. I had other things to take care of at the time.
With all due respect, you're not exactly ugly enough or attractive enough to be remembered. Sorry
Damn.
about that, lad.
He's very straightforward.
That's not a compliment or an insult, so I'll take it.
What?
All right, bud.
Have fun with that, bucko.
I've been called much worse.
Want to talk about it?
Want some therapy?
Group therapy.
Group therapy.
He's like, you guys do know what's down there, right?
Not in the slightest.
I'm assuming the thing that took our friend.
Wait, what?
Oh,
I thought that thing died.
No, she took your friend.
Yeah.
Womp womp.
I'm sorry, folks. That I do believe he's already dead.
Well,
That's
not gonna
pretty-
lie, thinking friend might be a bit of a strong term right now. But who exactly is she? Knucklebones, I believe.
Yes. Yes, Knucklebones the hag. Or the animal's
46 46 dropped the lowest, right? I'm rolling new stats.
hag. Reagan's not actually dead yet. Well, but not just Knucklebones. You see, there's a coven that lives in these caves.
At the word coven, Cedric is going to curse violently.
Now,
Language.
Knucklebones is part of a two hag, I guess, sisterhood. They're called the Bloatskin Sisters, but they don't much act like sisters. But there's more than just those two.
No.
That's
I'm not-
fine.
I'm not excited
There's-
about this, guys.
There's a couple of hags that have been added to the coven, especially as of recent with the events that have been happening in the Feywild. These two are known as the Silkwood twins, and they are nastier than Knucklebones and the other one could ever be.
Well, what do you rate our friend's survival due to the fact that he knows one of them and seems to be relatively important to what I can only assume is an archfey?
Depending on the archfey?
I believe he
No.
called her the Lady of Chains.
Oh. Well, in that case, well, okay, it depends on what terms he's on with her. If he's on good terms, he has probably about an 80% survival chance. If he's on bad terms with her, however,
So he doesn't have a survival rate, is what you're saying.
I don't believe so.
All right.
So, like, standard array, we can do...
um, now from Jacob's perspective, you have been taken by the head, dragged through the barrier, like you have been like kind of bounced in her hand as she's jumped from like landmass to landmass to get down the cliff face, and she has thrown you against a back wall of the cave, where the Bloatskin and the Silkwood, or the Bloatskin sisters and the Silkwood twins are surrounding you, grinning and licking their chops.
Sisters! Sisters! I thought our business had concluded. If you wanted my services, and he'll drop that 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 thing that he keeps on him at all times,
Oh, okay,
yeah.
I heard ya.
Yeah. If you wanted my services, you could have asked nicely. I see you've made some friends.
We need people, or we need others, to help us with our mission. For instance, Silkwoods. Do you mind taking care of the ones that followed?
No. They're with me. You want my services? I'm afraid you'll have to put up with the lot.
Who said we wanted your services? Who said we didn't want to just exact our revenge for the lies and deceit you've told us?
I see. What deceit have I told you? I did a job, and we left things amicably. Am I not allowed to keep an open... Sorry, I didn't realize we were exclusive. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, but it wasn't just exclusivity. You didn't go behind my back as you. You went behind my back as many others.
Seems you've heard quite a bit about me.
Yes.
What can I do to make it up to you? As you're aware, just because certain aspects of our relationship are not what they once were doesn't mean we can't be friends. Right? Come now.
See, you've made me mad. You've made us mad. You've made the entire Feywild mad. And yet, you continue to lie through your teeth at us.
Tell me the lie. What is it this time?
This time,
What
it's
is it
that
you're ang-
this time it's that you have something to give to us. That you have something to provide us. I don't see anything you could provide us that we don't already have.
Well, what are you looking for? I can't exactly work with a client if I don't. You're telling me you have everything you want right now, that there isn't a leg up you could use. Chaotic times.
Now,
Perhaps an
sir,
inside man.
us hags thrive in these times. These are the times.
Exactly.
These are the times we get to feast on the weak and dine on their flesh. But now, you were never weak, were you? No. However, we caught you off guard. We got you here. And you know what tastes better than the weak? The strong. Everybody, roll initiative.
God damn.
Wait, are we doing combat next?
Is there any chance I could, is there any chance that I might be able to talk my way out of this? Are there rolls to be made in this situation, or is it is it a 99 DC? This was a formality.
It will be, unless you can come up with something that will wow me in like.
Sure.
If you can
Okay.
come up with some deal or some trade or something that will get these hags' attention, they're not gonna go for it.
It's gotta be like
Right.
Shark Tank. You would just gotta knock Noah's socks off.
Ah, jeez.
Yeah,
All
make
right.
make your Shark Tank pitch to the hags.
Oh man, and they, okay, they're aware. Okay.
Now I will say this fight isn't gonna be as hard as you guys think it's gonna be. However,
Okay.
I hope not.
It's
Uh,
just
I was gonna
three
say.
hags.
It's just 4 hags, and we're only level 2.
you know, you're gonna be level 3 next session.
Yay!
Ah.
Yay!
Oh dear.
Now, Reagan, one thing I've forgot to mention to you is you have not been talking to Knucklebones this time. You've been talking to Drowned Agnes.
Sure. Okay. Right. That checks out. Question.
Yes. Hit me.
Because
Okay, yeah.
so this would absolutely dig me a deeper hole. So it's probably not, but in retrospect, because I looked at my notes again, he absolutely would have, he'd absolutely be looking like Yellog the Goblin for this interaction.
Okay. I don't think that affects anything though, since they
No,
know about your
they are
many.
fully aware. It's more just like, at this point, it's like, yeah, they're trying.
Also,
he's trying
you
to
know
pull
that
from the room.
deception check I had you make off the stream.
Yeah.
That was for whether they believed you here or not.
Oh, I see. Damn.
Oh,
Roll
no.
worse insight.
Anyway,
Okay. All right.
my offer still stands.
Sure. I think at this point, Dragonfly kind of realizes that that shit's hitting the fan, and this relationship isn't getting salvaged. So instead, he's gonna buy himself some time. Wait. You wouldn't want to displease the Lady of Chains, now would you? Come now. You know she's got it out for me. Surely, you don't think she'd want me brought to her a mere corpse. She likes to play with her food. Give me a moment more of life. It's in your best interest.
Unfortunately, you're right.
Ooh, okay.
Which means you get more time. However, I don't know I can say the same about the ones up there. And the Silkwood sisters run off.
Fuck. Okay.
Oh,
Well, at
no.
least y'all won't have to spend turns trying to get down here, or like they're gonna run out of the cave. You won't have to look,
yeah.
I guess.
At least we want to spend turns getting down to the fucking cave.
I don't know, man. I tried my best.
Whoa.
You know what? You did an okay job.
Not great, just okay.
Just
It was
okay.
okay.
A
Okay.
for effort.
I'm just
You know
okay.
what?
Yes.
Can I try to just? She wants them too, you know. If it doesn't work, I sprint after them. But like,
Oh, the
we'll see.
The Silkwoods are already going. I can't stop them now.
Womp womp.
And I prep an Eldritch Blast.
Hell yeah.
Oh no.
All right, we're gonna be back next time for the hag fight.
Oh my gosh.
Or the hags fight.
Will our heroes survive this gruesome challenge?
Find out next week.
They
You know,
might
The
not.
answer will not surprise you. It's
You know
no.
I said I wasn't planning on hitting anything with the god currently bound to my axe, but
We might
But
have to.
unfortunately,
things don't necessarily go as planned.
We'll see you guys next week.
yeah, we got a lot of support for this episode, so that's or at
Yes.
least on the
Yeah, that's
stream.
Thank you.
awesome. Like,
So,
yeah,
everybody who
thank you for
supported,
watching.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Oh
That's
my gosh,
awesome
yeah,
to see the
no
next
kidding.
Anyone who's
Yeah.
Everyone
still
who
here,
supported, go
you're
visit our
wonderful
non-existent
people.
Patreon.
Literally.
We have a
We do not have a
Patreon?
Patreon. We do not have a
I've seen
Patreon. Do
active
not listen to
chat.
them.
It's
We
Patreon
love
slash
the new
DAD.
followers. Like everybody who chatted
You what?
is a new follower, and everybody's in the stream right now. Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah.
It's kind of insane because this is definitely like the biggest thing that I have ever like been a
14 people
participant
beat.
of. That
Biggest
has,
thing.
like all of
Oh yeah.
all of the streams that I've done by myself have like never gotten this much traction. This is actually like super huge. So a big
Yeah.
big appreciate to anybody that like stuck around or gave a follow or like even
Big
like
preach.
And-
even the chats that we got were huge for us. So
Yeah.
And people who are
Honestly.
watching the VOD, hopefully this goes in the VOD too.
yes,
Thing.
and
Just-
same thing to the support on the VOD for whoever goes and watches that.
Totally.
Man,
big-
it was crazy that we hit 1 million views. Like,
Will
Whoa.
say,
Right?
Big
Oh, that's
insane.
crazy.
Um,
5K likes.
No, but for real, if
Wow.
we
Wow.
do, but for real, if we do like hit big milestones, I am totally down to be putting out announcements, and stuff, and that that offer for the Discord server and stuff for the community is still up on the table. So
Honestly,
I
if we
will
get
Oh,
a
yeah,
silly
yeah.
bit,
Like honestly, we
Um,
love every each and
for
every one of you
people
guys.
watching the VOD who are still here this far in, I know end of session, so some people might have dropped off the VOD, but I will say the first few are gonna be rough.
Yeah.
I'm the one doing the editing, and I'm still figuring all this out. Like, obviously, we're all new to this. I have very basic knowledge. I'm hoping in the future they'll go up in quality. But any advice that people can give me in the comments, I will happily accept.
yes,
Yeah.
This is awesome, guys.
same thing goes for the stream. Anyway,
We love.
Oh, hey,
each
we
and
got a new
every-
viewer.
that's
Oh, hi.
unfortunate. We're just about to end
Sorry,
it.
y'all.
We love each and every person
We'll put
that
on a
came
VOD.
in and joined
We will-
us. Thank you so much.
There will be VODs on YouTube. And we do have the YouTube channel link on the Twitch. So if you ever, unfortunately, we don't have anything posted yet, but we should by next week, hopefully, maybe.
They will be up by before next Tuesday.
Heard that.
At the late, it will be up before the next session.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we will see you guys next Tuesday, where our magical miscreants will fight the hags.